I did not wake up one day with an eating disorder. And for such a long time, I didn't even think that I actually had one at all. If you feel like your relationship with your body or with food isn't actually that bad, then this might sound familiar for you. So growing up, I had a really good relationship with food. I really wasn't fussy. I actually loved food. I was super sporty. I was active. I didn't really care about my body. I mean, my mom was Italian. Well, she's Italian. And she used to cook like the most amazing pastas. And it was kind of a regular thing after school. I'll just come home and have a bowl of pasta and was eat what was given to me. I genuinely had no food rules. There was no fear or judgment. I didn't even think twice about what I was eating or what food was going to be made for me that day or that evening. Things did start to change when I went to university, and that's where everything took a downhill slope. I grew up in South Africa, so I was used to the summery warm climate and moved to study in the UK. And this is where it was a massive culture shock for me. First year involved a lot of drinking. We had late night pizzas after going out. And I had noticed a year later that I picked up some weight. And by no means was this any dramatic amount. I mean, it's what they call first year spread. It's really normal for anyone going to university. It's a new culture, new food. It's going to happen. But I became completely fixated on it. I became so uncomfortable in my body, I was ashamed, and I felt like I had to try and fix it. I had to do something to change. If you've ever felt panicked by a body change that no one else has actually noticed, but you did, then this might be for you. I told myself that I was doing the responsible thing, that I was just trying to get my weight back on track. So I actually went to a dietitian who, with all good kind of intentions, gave me a meal plan to follow. For the first time in my life, I was given a plan of what to eat and what not to eat, and I started counting portions. Around a similar time, I actually found out that I had this gut issue called SIBO, and this gave me even more reason to restrict what I was actually eating. And suddenly everything felt super justified. It wasn't disordered, and I was just telling myself, well, this was just purely for health reasons. But looking back, that's when I realized that food started becoming a problem. Food was no longer food. It now became a sense of control and things that I had to fixate and think about on a daily basis. I started counting calories. I was thinking about food constantly. I'd wake up thinking about what am I going to eat that day and how am I going to control this or that with wherever I was going that day. I also had a close friend that had similarly also gained weight in her first year and was desperately trying to lose the weight that she'd gained. And this kind of fed off each other. We started normalizing things that were just not normal. And it pulled us both even deeper into this illness. If you've ever bonded with someone over food rules or rigidity exercise, you're not alone. Eventually, it took me to the darkest place and I became so obsessed. My life became this controlling mess and friends and family just did not want to be around me anymore. I mean, I can't really blame them. I was literally doing such messed up things. I was throwing food away. I was lying. I was cheating. I was exercising in my room when I told everyone that I was just going to go and study. My life became smaller and it was completely run by this ED voice that I had. There was just one moment where everything changed and I realized that this thing that I developed was just not worth it anymore. Feeding this ED was actually ruining my life one day at a time. I'd realized what I'd lost to this voice that was literally controlling me. And turning it around, I'm not telling you that was easy. It was hard. It involved a lot of hard work and changing mental and behavioral patterns that I developed over all these years. I spent so much time in denial. I then got into this stage of quasi-recovery that I thought I was recovered, but wasn't really recovered. And then I found long-lasting food freedom. I truly never thought that I would be able to overcome my eating disorder, and I thought that this would be my life forever, that I would be controlled by these food rules forever. The last thing that I would ever have thought even imaginable would be me actually coaching people to overcome this illness that I battled with. But here I am. If my story even resonated a tiny bit with you, then I promise you that there is help. Just know that you're not alone and that this is totally something that you can overcome. Obviously, it's a lot easier with support and a team around you, and some people are able to do it alone, but I think having that support and network is something that really can get you through to the other end more comfortably. So that's where I come in, and I offer one-to-one ED recovery coaching, and I will drop a link below. So the last point I'm going to leave with you today is that if you're feeling so stuck in your recovery journey and you don't know what to do, just know that there is help. And if you find the right person or the right team to help you get through to the other end, you will feel so proud and so grateful that you were able to overcome something that was really strong. And know that there is hope, and that's what you have to hold on to.